Digits dancing in the night glow. Coins flip high where the dreams flow. Chasing gold in a world unseen. Eyes on the screen, living the dream. Wallets whisper secrets so deep. Numbers rise and numbers steep. Trade the air for a piece of life. Building empires in the endless night. Spin the wheel on a digital shore. What's real anymore? Who's keeping score? Ride the waves or crash on the tide. In this game we're all trying to glide. Crypto fever, it's the new craze. Digital fire lighting up the haze. Every move a risk, every spin a game. In this wild world, nothing stays the same. From zero to hero, then back again. The thrill of the unknown never ends. Crypto fever.
Phone started jumping, what a day. Swear to God I need it, now I can't afford to wait. I just had a fan hit me up from Kuwait. Told him this would happen and we not a minute late. Seen him down bad, now they tryna hate. Same ones try to hit me for the raise. Got a mill, now they coming with a blaze. Check the numbers, fam, I swear I'm getting paid. I'm a Don just like the Perrier. It's my time when I'm looking at a face. On the low like I'm pushing up the bass. Told him come down and I'll meet him at a gate. Got a check and I bought myself a place. They get some money and they blow it on bait. I don't flex but I'm pushing all the weight. Told them all I swear I got it's what it takes. Phone started jumping, what a day. Swear to God I need it, now I can't afford to wait. I just had a fan hit me up from Kuwait. Told him this would happen and we not a minute late.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the road, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming on my landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like. Yeah, you about to see me on demand like. You know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream that we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't ever going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the road, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the road, here we go, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, hey, on a roll, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah, on a roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. This is your boy Ahmed at Altcoin Era. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Markets are a bit shaky at the moment, and mainly because of the war happening in the Middle East. We're going to look into the markets. We're going to figure out what's going on. Is this the end? Is this the start of a bear market? Or are we going to go through a massive rally? So markets are anticipating at the moment that they're bleeding. Risk assets are actually bleeding at the moment. And Bitcoin is no different. All right. Bitcoin is a risk on asset. For the meantime, gold is a risk off asset. And gold is doing swimmingly well. The DXY is hurtling down. And normally when the DXY goes down, it's very, very positive for risk assets. It's extremely positive. Altcoins should be ripping, but instead, the DXY is heading downwards, okay? If anyone's sitting in stable coins, your stable coin value has gone down from here to there by 11% since January. Since January, if you've been sitting on stable coins, it's gone down by 11%. 11%. If you are to get into some risk off assets, get into gold and sit in gold. You know you can buy Tether gold, by the way. You know you can buy Tether gold in Binance, and you can buy Tether gold. If you want to sitting stable coins, that's not the best idea, guys. I know there's a lot of folks that are sitting on stable coins. Bitcoin dominance is gone higher. It's ripped again, and it's at 65. 65, ladies and gentlemen. Believe it or not, we're about to make an all-time new high in dominance. I told you this train, just follow the trend. The trend is your friend. I don't know why you're fighting. Why are you fighting the Fed? Stop fighting the Fed. Stop fighting the Fed. These guys are holding. And we're going to get the Fed decision today. Okay, today. And it's going to happen today. And there's an anticipation that they are going to hold. This is the prediction market right here. And they are going to hold. And there is like there's like 98% chance that they're going to hold. Okay, in this meeting that's happening today. There's a 1% chance of a 25% basis point. 1%. All right. So this is it right here. So they're just gonna hold. They're gonna hold for some time until we see the tide change. Until that changes, then of course it's risk on. As of now, guys, you should be ideally sitting on some. Sorry, you should be aware, and you should hedge yourself. Okay, you should hedge yourself and be aware that the situation might turn on a flick of a dime. Okay, so it's just we're gonna find out what's happening. If you want to gauge the market and really understand what's happening, yeah, and oil is saying it's a no-no at the moment. All right, it's a big fat no-no, saying that it doesn't believe it as of now. It has broken my trend line. It has actually broken my trend line. So that means we could either by this weekend, because that's when I'm anticipating Israel and America and Iran to actually start fighting. So by this weekend, if they're not fighting each other by this weekend, it's a nothing burger. It's a nothing burger. Okay. By this weekend, we're going to figure out, is this heading into a full-scale war, or are we? Is this just a nothing burger? So you should be prepared for this situation. And then last time, what happened was, remember the Russia and Ukraine war? Right over here, ladies and gentlemen, this was the Russia and Ukraine war right over here. This squiggly line. It went all the way to $130. I think some of you were here during that time. If you were in Europe, you definitely felt energy prices heading up higher. Okay, petrol, gas, utility bills, everything went up during that time because there was a massive war and there was sanctions between Russia and Europe. So if we do have a full-scale war, then of course it's going to affect the Strait of Hormuz. That's just that's one of their arsenal in Iran's strategy. So they could cut off the supply for about 25% or 30% of the supply goes through there. And then we could easily see oil prices get to 130. That's going to cause a massive problem for risk assets because inflation's going to go up. Once inflation goes up, then of course it's going to be a big problem. And we are going to see interest rate hikes. Now, I did say earlier that, you have to be mindful of these things. And if you look at a 10-year, I did say this a long time ago on my channel, I said this. I said, you know what? The Fed might actually hike rather than cut. So that's going to be hugely detrimental for risk on assets such as crypto and altcoins and any other risk on asset. Where's the 10-year? Where's the 10-year? The 10-year. Let me show you the 10-year. I had it here earlier. Oh my God. Where's the 10-year? 10-year. Oh, let me just get it. All right, the 10-year. Okay, the 10 years right here. And as of now, it's at 4.3. Okay, it's holding for quite some time. We need this for our assets, for our risk on assets, our AI coins, our altcoins, crypto projects. We need interest rates to go downwards. Okay, we need a recession. So we're kind of in, our back is against the wall, basically. We actually need a recession. Believe it or not, we have to have a recession. We need jobs to unemployment to go up, okay? People to lose their jobs, and then risk assets can actually get some breathing room and go up higher. So ideally, we need a recession. If a recession doesn't come or we don't ever see a recession, then we're going to have a market that's a bit topsy-turvy. We won't see like the traditional altcoin season, okay? So ideally, we need a recession. That's the truth. I know the super bears have been waiting for a recession for forever, since 2008. They've been waiting for a recession. And unfortunately, if a recession doesn't come, then we're going to see, a hard time for risk assets. If you want to get into some really good coins, I'm going to tell you later on. Okay, I'm going to tell you at the end of the show. At the end of the show, I'm going to tell you some coins that you should really look into and some tradable stuff that you should really look into. Okay, now, the thing with Bitcoin I've seen on social media, there's a lot of folks that are shorting and a lot of folks that are longing. And that's why we've got something called a pennant right here. I wouldn't call it a bullish pennant or a bearish pennant right now. And if I did say in the last stream, we're heading here, right over here. Okay, let me show you on the lower time frames, on the 3 hour. If we do not hold above this area, if we do not hold above this area, then we're heading lower. This ideally is a good long position. I'm not going to lie. If you want to make some quick money right now, as of today, the best move, no financial advice, of course. If you want to make some quick money right now, you should get into some longs right now. I'll tell you why. Every time we have an FOMC meeting, crypto goes on a little bender. Yeah, they go ecstatic. They go crazy. They go absolutely crazy. They're like, yeah, this is okay season. Woo! They lose their minds. And unfortunately, I've said this many times on the show anyway. I'll show you this. Big up. If you're on the chat, please press the like button, comment, all of that good stuff. Tell a friend to tell a friend. All right. And any questions, please let me know. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. And if any of you are good at chess, I'm going to smoke you. I'm going to finish you. All right. Now, every single time, we have an FOMC meeting, altcoins go on a little bender. Okay. They start shouting out it's altcoin season. and everyone gets burnt. Unfortunately, everyone gets burnt. And all the gains, they round trip all the gains, basically. They don't even take profits. They just round trip all the gains. And it's been like this for, oh my God, since I can remember now, man. It's been a long time, guys. It's been a long time. And more and more folks have just started to capitulate. Okay. They're either becoming Bitcoin maxis or they're getting into stable coins. They're getting finished in stable coins, to be fair. If you're holding stable coins, my friend, stable coins are not holding value. So I don't know why you're even sitting on stable coins. So if you want to really, if you want your assets to really hold some value, you sit in gold. It's the safe haven. Gold has turned into safe haven. I remember in 2021, I was sitting on stable coins. Oh my God. I made so much money in just sitting on stable coins. Wallahi. I remember just waking up every day and seeing my stable coin value go up compared to the pound sterling, compared to other currencies. This year, if you're holding stable coins and you convert it into whatever currency you're from, oh my God, you're getting finished. You're getting finished. The flight to safety in 2021 was the DXY. The flight to safety in 2025 is gold. That's why I said gold is going to perform outstandingly well. All right. If you want to, that's a bit of alpha right there, just to help you out. I'm here to help you save money and make money. All right. So it depends on what kind of allocation you want to get into. Now, altcoins and crypto go on a little bender. I'll show you this diagram right over here. Okay. Every single time this happens, we had an FOMC meeting right here. I don't know if you can see it. We had an FOMC meeting right here. All right. After that, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and some change of an altcoin season or altcoin pump. And then all the returns were given back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin just grabs liquidity and takes some more. So every time this happens, so the next one is happening today, I'm expecting a drawdown, okay, a drawdown to around 62%, maybe give or take, depending on your key opinion leader you listen to, maybe 63, how persuasive they are, maybe 62, all right? And then we're heading up higher, all right? So there's another one here. Okay, 1, 2, we had a little bender for a couple of days, FOMC meeting right here. 1, 2, and then that's all she rode. All right. Another one, we had 1, 2, that's all she rode. We went up higher. Not even that. We made a massive wick. And this is the fractal I used. I used this fractal in the summer. So I used the fractal in the summer. Where was the fractal I used? Around here anyway. All right, let me just finish this. 2 days of a bender, and then that's it. Bitcoin took all the liquidity. This one was an outlier. Bitcoin dominance actually carried on going up higher. And then later on, 1, 2, 3, and some change, Bitcoins took some liquidity from Bitcoin. All right. And then we had the massive AI mania right here. The AI meta hasn't gone yet. It hasn't gone. It has not gone. That's the only narrative that will stay. Okay. That hasn't gone yet. So this was AI mania. And this is like a key indicator. Like, you know, markets, they'll give you a hint. They'll give you a hint like, okay, guys, what was the only durable thing that really pushed BTC down? It was AI mania. The rest is just all remakes and replicas and forks and etc. But this actually had some traction. It actually had a narrative where every side, I don't care if you're from the left, the right curve, the middle curve, the top curve, whatever curve you want to talk about, yeah, and debate about, in the bell curve, of course. And then we headed up higher. FOMC meeting again dropped. Bitcoin dominance dropped right over here. Okay. And then we proceeded to go back up. Bitcoin dominance won again, kept on winning. A couple of days later, and so on and so forth. Okay, look right here, FOMC meeting, 1 day of a little rally. Everyone got excited. Boom. It's just constant. It's just constant, guys. All right. So Bitcoin dominance is similar to the Magnificent Seven at the moment. There are two kind of plays at the moment that is dominated, and it's so saturated. Listen, one thing I can promise you, yeah, if a chart does this, like goes meteoric like this, yeah, I know everyone wants to give up. You know how everyone gave up here? You know how everyone was like, everyone here was like, yo, that's it. Bitcoin is dead. That's it. Like altcoins are gonna kill it. Blah. People think every time we get to like the extremes, yeah, people think, oh, it's dead now. It's over. And then the market just teaches you a lesson and humbles you. So one thing's for sure, I definitely know that Bitcoin dominance can't sustain this much. Like it can't continue for this long. I don't know when it's going to stop. Okay. It might stop at 72. Heck, it might stop at 85. We don't know. But a trend that is this vicious and this long is not sustainable. It's not sustainable, guys. I know a lot of you are bearish. Okay. A lot of you have given up. A lot of you have just, I can tell by the charts, guys. Guys, I can tell by the charts. I can see right here. Okay, let me show you how frustrated you guys are. You guys are just completely given up. Like completely. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. We just capitulated. Okay. Capitulated. Okay. Deep. Looking fine. I'll show you some of the capitulations that are going on. Look at Jupiter. Capitulated. Like everyone's just throwing in the towel now, like capitulated. This coin here capitulated. This coin is heavily manipulated and just extremely manipulated. No one's buying or selling. It's just market makers that are buying and selling. Then you have Arbitrum given up, KO'd, finished, on the floor, dying, dead, dying. Like you guys have given up. You guys are literally just like throwing in the towel. Like you can tell, even Ondo, and I thought it was actually going to bounce on this trend line. Guys, it's just like they've just given up. I'm going to show you something even more spectacular. Like it's got to the point where everyone's just throwing in the towel. I'll show you this one. This video, this live stream is going to be bullish, guys. It's not going to be bearish. All right. Look at this. I want to show you others. Others' dominance has gone down. Like this is not a joke. This is not a joke. Yeah. Others' dominance, yeah, has gone down, has made new lower lows. Now, others' dominance is excluding the top 10. Now, the top 10, you're pretty much fine. XRP, you're fine. ADA, you're fine. Sol, you're fine. ETH, you're fine. BNB, you're fine. The top 10 are pretty much you're golden. It's golden, okay? They're actually making higher highs, okay? And higher lows. As for the rest, they're actually making new lows. And not only that, if we actually zoom out, I'm going to show you something even more impressive. Like even more. I'm going to get rid of all of these squiggly lines for you. And we have never, this is the monthly, we have never, ever had 7 monthly red candles in the entire cryptoverse. I don't think we've had 7. This is the 7 straight monthly candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 red monthly candles. Bro, let me tell you how much they've given up. Yeah. We had a bull run, yeah, from here to there. Immense bull run, okay? From here to there, we went up 1,800%, all right? During that bull run. We didn't even drop 7 red monthly candles. This was a bull run. This is a bear market. Bull run, it didn't even have 7 monthly red candles. This market, we haven't even, we just moved sideways. We haven't even started the bull run. Matter of fact, the very day Trump made his coin, the very day he made the coin, the meme coin, I think that was the very, very bottom. And since then, we've had 7 monthly red candles. We can continue to go lower. We can continue to go lower and lower and lower until the Fed pivot. Don't fight the Fed. Simple as that. Do not fight the Fed. As soon as the Fed pivot, all of this is going to get forgotten. All right. And we're going to have some epic meme reversion trade. Like epic. Like I'm talking about rip your face off rally. Like rip your face off rally. Because these extremes can't go on for long. And the market makes you believe that, okay, Bitcoin is dead. Sorry, altcoins are dead. Crypto is dead. Everything's dead. And then when you leave, and then when you leave and come back, you realize, okay, this is not. They're actually building. There's actually a use case. There's actually utility. There's actually like real stuff happening here. Yeah, but because you're so busy looking at the 5 days, like just seeing red, just constantly seeing red, you forget to zoom out and say, you know what, crypto's come an actual long way. All right, so what I'm anticipating is, okay, but we can't be foolish. We have to hedge ourselves. I'll be honest with you, if by Q4 crypto doesn't do anything, even Q1 crypto doesn't do anything, that's your signal, bro. That's your signal, guys. Yeah, the market is broken, the system's broken, the natural order of things are broken. It's all broken. When it gets to, there's going to be a point where you're like, okay, cool. The market's not heading the way I think it's meant to head to. It's clearly not organic anymore. It's clearly, things have clearly changed. All right. Then you have to change your thesis. Okay. You have to really change your thesis. Now, the Magnificent Seven, there's like 7 of them. All right. They're the only ones that are actually doing anything in the S&P 500. Matter of fact, I think I dropped it last time. Let me show you this. There's going to be basically the rule of thumb is there's going to be like in crypto, there's going to be like a handful of coins that really do anything. And then the rest is going to just move sideways to down. You have to really start thinking, all right, let me just consolidate my portfolio into a few solid projects that I can hold for a long time. Okay. Whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's ETH, whether it's BNB, ADA, XRP, etc., and just consolidate your portfolio to a slight handful, because you got to remember there's like 40 million coins now. Like no joke. No joke. There's so many coins, I can't even keep up with them. I think AI can't even keep up with them. So I think the market's going to consolidate, and that's my general thesis. I think we're going to have the Magnificent Seven in crypto as well. Okay, we're going to have a handful of coins that are just going to go up only. All right, one of them is Ethereum, and I'll say ADA, XRP, Solana, BNB. What else? Basically the top 10, maybe the top 15. Yeah, and what I think in the future is going to happen is XRP is going to IPO soon. So, like I said, I spoke about this before. XRP is going to IPO. ADA is going to IPO. They're all going to enter the Nasdaq. The serious projects, I think they're all going to enter the Nasdaq. Then you've got the gambling side of crypto, where the Zoomers, the young kids, they can just gamble on meme coins all they want. And then you have like serious projects which enter the Nasdaq. Coinbase has entered the S&P 500. You have what else? XRP about to IPO. Circle's already out. It's already out, and Circle is already out. This is the monthly chart. I'll show you on the daily chart. This is actually tradable. Yeah. I know some of you are just like crypto centric, but you can get a trading platform in one of these ones like Charles Schwab, whatever, and you can actually buy and participate in this stablecoin super cycle. Stablecoins are the future, and we're heading up higher. Even Coinbase recently on X has spoken about they've actually spoken about tokenizing. And that's where we're heading. We're heading into an era where stocks are going to get tokenized. All right. So I'm going to share this tab right here, and we're going to look at. Hold on. Let's have a look at the heat map. All right. Let's have a look at the heat map, the market cap heat map so far. No, not this one. Let's have a look at the top gainers and losers. All right, let's have a look at top gainers. All right, so we have Rex, Useless, and F. Okay, useless is a meme coin. That's going to zero very, very soon. Okay. Arrow's doing really well. It's at 81 cents. Which ones do I like? I like Arrow from here. And pretty much the rest is just, oh, Bitcoin Cash. I like that. I like that. That's actually, the chart is looking really, really well for Bitcoin Cash, to be honest. It's looking really well. All right, chat, smash the like button. Smash the like button. All right. So we have ourselves. Okay, what's this? What's this? This is going down. All right, we have the worst performers. All right, MYX, LA, and IP. Now IP, IP is a nightmare to short. I know one friend of mine. Yeah, he's just bro. We all know this is inflated. It's just all like he's just obsessed about shorting this coin. Like we all know it's all like like fluff. Yeah, and the market cap shouldn't be at that market cap, but it's very, very, very tough to short coins like this. Extremely tough. And you know what they do? They actually pay market makers. So let's just say, for example, you have a coin. There's no trading volume. Yeah, no one really knows about you. And have you always wondered, like, what is going on? Like, have you always wondered? I'll show you this. This is some alpha, all right? And this is some scoop, all right? So have you always wondered, yeah, some of these weird, obscure coins, yeah, why do they have so much like trading volume? Like, what is going on? Like, you look at any of these coins and you be like, oh my God, that's a lot of trading volume. Basically, what they actually do is they pay market makers. They give them a fee and they pay market makers. And the market makers are just buying and selling amongst each other, basically. They're just making the chart look like, oh, there's some movement. Because if they didn't, the chart would just literally just be like sideways. So a lot of these projects, just to manipulate people, what they do is they just hire market makers to make the chart look, oh, this is really good. Oh, yeah. And then they rug you. No, I'm kidding. And yeah. Okay. Some good news is that Bitcoin season index is at 18, and 18 is actually a good sign. It's actually a good sign. All right. That means you can nibble on some alts. Yeah. You can nibble on these alts and you should see a bounce. Yeah. We should see a bounce soon. So what's going to happen is we're going to nibble on, you can do a trade right now. Like this is actually a good time to do a trade right now. And the FOMC meeting is coming out. Altcoin season index is like the lowest it's been, 18. I wouldn't hold it for very long. Okay. That is a trade. It is a trade at the end of the day. Okay. And if you're DCAing, then this is definitely a good time to buy at lower prices and just DCA your way down. All right. And just average your DCA. If your bag's already packed, there's no point. If your bag's already packed and you're ready to see altcoin season, you just have to hold. Yeah, you can't panic sell. If your bags are packed, just chill. Just chill. If you're a degen and you're looking to degen and gamble, just go to the casino, guys. Put your money on black or red. And trust me, you got better odds. You actually have better odds. So some of these are honorable mentions. Let's have a look at some coins that will actually faring well. You got SPX 6900, but that's more of a cult than a religion now. That's actually more of a cult. I'm hearing people are selling their houses to buy this. Like they're selling their houses, the cars, to buy this coin. Murad is going to get into a lot of trouble. You know, if this doesn't become successful, he's going to get into so much trouble. It's going to be unbelievable. All right. And now some of these coins that are doing well, Arrow is actually doing really well today. Today is actually doing really well. It's outperforming the market today. If it hits this trend line and forms it as support, passes the trend line and forms it as support, then we're heading up higher. This is a nice reversal pattern. From the very lows to the peak, it's gone up 192%. That's That's relatively well. That's relatively good. That's actually good. This is a tradable coin, to be honest. And the next area of control is probably this area here at 104, and then it's at 140. This is showing quite some strength. There was a deviation right here. I'll look at the lower time frames on the 4-hourly. It looks good, relatively well. We're attempting another breakout. We were rejected. Strong rejection on this trend line. Came back down on the 4-hourly from here to here. That was a 21% retracement. And then we have like a small area to cover once it confirms above this area of resistance. I will make a trade. Okay, I will make a trade at that area right over here once it confirms on the 4-hourly or the 5-hourly. Sorry, on the 4-hourly or the daily. Once it confirms, you're good to go. Your stop loss is right over here at 82 cents, and you're good to go. You can see a nice area of resistance at 104. And then after that, that's a nice trade. You can trade this right now, before the FOMC meeting. I know some folks don't like to trade during that time, but listen, every time we've had an FOMC meeting, like maybe 90% of the time we've had an FOMC meeting, we've actually bounced, okay? We've actually bounced. So we're going to see what happens. Oh my God, what's going on with markets? Wow, altcoins are really bleeding. They're really, really bleeding. Wow. Okay. Bitcoin is really struggling, but it's just using that liquidity from altcoins. Just, with Bitcoin, yeah, you know what happens with Bitcoin? It's just I like this analogy. I really like this analogy. It's like treading water, and it keeps on treading water until it can't anymore. It just literally can't. Its legs get tired, arms get tired, the tide gets bigger and bigger, and then it finally drowns. Yeah. And on this channel, we've been saying this the longest. It's taking liquidity from altcoins. Okay. Literally big, like Ethereum's doing really well because Ethereum's already gone through that massive bleed. Solana is taking liquidity from Solana, from ADA, from XRP, from Dodge, from all of these coins, all right. And then finally, when it can't swim no more, it breaks down. Okay. And as of now, we're holding strong on this trend line. This is definitely a long position, to be fair. I'll be honest with you. This is a long position, and I think Bitcoin's gonna head to 107. Yeah. And there's too much fear in the air. So I think we're gonna head to 107. If the wall breaks out, like Wall Street always say, sell the bombs, buy the bodies. So during the weekend, I'm anticipating that they're gonna attack each other. Okay. So what you do is you sell the bombs, yeah, and you buy the bodies. I don't make that up. That's literally their saying. Yeah. So just wait for this imminent attack from Donald Trump. I shouldn't be laughing, to be fair. It's a serious situation. It's actually a very, very serious situation. Oh, damn. It's actually a serious situation. So let me show you. Hold on. Let me show you some AI coins. All right. So these AI coins, it's risk off. At the moment, it's risk off. So virtual looks like it's heading downwards. Okay. And the RSI is very, very low. It's extremely low. Okay. From here to there, we could see another 30% correction. So 30% correction from here to there will get us to around $1.15, and then we should see a spike up higher. Okay. Volume is relatively low. Okay. Bitcoin is at 104 and some change. Okay. I'm anticipating lower prices for Bitcoin. Great areas to buy the dip or to trade it is at $1.16, and then we should see a reversal. Ultimately, what I'm looking for is this trend line right over here, right here. I'm looking for a DCA position right here. Okay, around September, August, maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get it sooner rather than later. If everyone starts to capitulate even more, then that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine for me. Yeah. So the aim of the game is to what? To buy low and sell high. Okay. Basically, when no one wants it, that's the period to buy. When everyone wants it, that's the period to sell. People wanted AI coins during here. They didn't want to touch it during here. Okay. They want it here. They don't want to touch it here. Okay. So get the picture. Then we have Fartcoin. Fartcoin has been the kind of risk on asset. And surprisingly, this time it hasn't been shall I say it's normally been the risk off asset. And this time it hasn't been risk off. Normally, participants rush into Fartcoin. So right now they haven't. And we have Gotius Maximus heading downwards. We're just down across the board. I hate to say it. I hate to say it, guys. Listen, I'm with you. I hate to say it, but I did say that unfortunately we're gonna head downwards. All right. Basically, you're meant to be buying on red days. You're not actually meant to be buying on green days. You're actually meant to be buying on red days. So this is a buy opportunity for me. Okay. I think markets are going to reverse. We're going to see Bitcoin head to 107 as a trade, guys. In the medium term, Bitcoin's heading to 88K. I've said this so many times, numerous times. I'm so sick of it because it takes forever. It just takes forever. I want it to happen now, but it just takes forever. Like I'm thinking, oh man. I told you, look, this is the 4-hourly. This is heading up higher, guys, to 107. This is a buy opportunity. Okay. This is a bullish show today. Yeah, it's not a bearish show. It's a bullish show. Bitcoin's heading to 107. And then after that, we're going to form lower lows. All right. Lower highs, sorry. So we formed this right here. We formed this right here, this right here, and then 107 again, right here. Okay. It's just back testing this area as resistance. And then we finally come back down, maybe one more time, and then head downwards. All right. That's the technical setup for me. Okay. I'm not anticipating higher prices just yet. I did say in a previous video, selling may go away. And this is the situation. And this is the case. Ethereum is an index of the entire market. And if you look at Ethereum on here, I'll show you on here. Now, actually, let me show you on a chart I haven't used before. Okay, this one here. I'm going to show you historically what tends to happen. All right. So this is the monthly, and Ethereum is an index of the rest of the market. Yes, you get outliers. Correct. Cool. You get outliers, but no one's holding 100% hyperliquid. Let's be honest. No one's holding 100% hyperliquid. No one's holding 100% virtual. No one's holding. As a portfolio, you need a little bit, like you need to diversify it a bit. Yeah. No one's holding 100% meme coins. Yeah. Unless you're just a gambler. If you're a gambler, then go for it. Go for it. All right. So right over here, Ethereum last summer, June, we went down. Last summer, July, we went down. Last summer, August, we went down. No surprise. Okay. This summer is June. In May, we went up. Last summer, May, we went up. Picture perfect. Picture perfect, guys. May, last summer, up. 3 monthly red candles. So what do you think is going to happen here? What do you think is going to happen? You don't have to be a rocket scientist, dude. What do you think is going to happen? 3 red monthly candles. All right. I do not think we're going to form lower lows. I think this is the very, very end. Okay, this is the very end. And everyone's capitulating. They had enough. Even the search terms, over. Like, search terms are down massively. Down massively. Bitcoin's at 104K, guys. And the search term is down. Crypto is down. Search terms. All right. So right now is probably a great trading event. Like I said, it's probably a good trading event. But in the medium term, sell in May and go away. Simple as that. Last summer, Ethereum went down. 3 red monthly candles. Again, summer, right over here. Right over here, July, we went up. Then we had August down, September down. Okay. June, we actually went up. July down, August down, September green. Okay. Should we look at the bull market? In this bull market, we had in this bull market was 2019, kind of different. Okay, so that's the situation we're in. The good news is that Ethereum has actually gone on top of all of its SMAs. Okay, that's very, very good news. All right, that's the bullish news. And what else? Let's have a look at the news. Let's have a look at what's going on with the news. Let's tune in and find out what's happening. Overall markets are the S&P 500 is at the moment, I think it's down. Hold on. It's up. It's up by 0.24%. I did tell you this is probably it's definitely a tradable event. Okay. We're going to wait for the FOMC meeting. That's going to happen very soon. And then we're going to find out. Whatever he says, he's going to be hawkish. He's going to be hawkish. All right. That's not a big surprise. Let's see what's happening in CNBC. Let's see what's happening here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's happening.
Joining me now is Allianz Chief Economic Advisor, Mohammed El-Arian. It's good to see you, and thank you so much for being with us. Mohammed, how should our investing audience be thinking about this?
Well, first, as you said, Scott, and thanks for having me, lots of ifs. Having said that, I think there's 4 clear things in my mind in terms of the economic effects. 1, this will accelerate the ongoing slowing of the global economy. 2, it will limit policy flexibility even more, including for the Fed. 3, it will remind companies that their supply chains are really uncertain. And finally, as you've discussed, it is eroding the role of US Treasuries in the global system. So the magnitude of all this will depend on the duration and scope of what's going on right now. But I think the direction of travel is very clear on all 4 of these things.
What do you make of the move in yields? Can you expand on that? They're certainly not acting as they normally would, as history would suggest they should.
Absolutely correct. And you had a debate. Is it because people are worried about the inflationary impact of higher oil prices, or is it something deeper? I believe it's something deeper because it's been happening all year, Scott. Yields haven't been behaving normally. They have gone up during days of risk off. They've gone up during days of risk on. We are seeing foreign holders buying gold. And what's happening is something actually quite fundamental, is that the role of the US at the core of the system is being eroded. And when that happens, the world finds out it's overweight US Treasuries. It's overweight the dollar. And there's little appetite to become more overweight. So you don't get the buying that we used to get in the past. The good news for the dollar is there's nothing to replace it. So people can only reduce their dependence slowly over time, and they have to do it buying many other assets. So it's a gradual process, but it's one that the US should take really seriously.
So you're saying that where there was speculation over the last many weeks on the idea of a flailing US exceptionalism, that this is evidence for maybe the very first time concrete in a true time of what is perceived to be global crisis of any level, that is a confirmation of your view?
Yes, and I would qualify it in three ways. One, it's not the first evidence. We've had quite a few smaller ones. This is the really visible one. And I think that is important. Second, it's about two things. It's about the loss of exceptionalism, but it's also about policy unpredictability. The good thing is that foreign investors are making a distinction between the sovereign side and the high quality corporate side. And they're not extending their concerns about the sovereign side to the high quality corporate side. And that's really important. And the third issue is just recognize this is a slow moving process because there is no ready substitute for the dollar. So it is going to be going on for a while. And I stress again, the world is overweight the US. It's overweight treasuries. And once you lose trust, then you are looking to reduce this overweight, but it takes time.
Looking for car hire that's head and shoulders above.
Okay, he seems very bearish, but the market is bullish today. All right, but don't get fooled. Zoom out. Remember, zoom out, guys. All right, zoom out. Don't get fooled on these intraday plays. I did give you a setup. I did say that we are going to bounce. FOMC meeting means altcoins bounce. Okay, remember that. Every time we have an FOMC meeting, we bounce. Okay, so we're going to bounce, and we are bouncing. All right, Bitcoin is going to head to 107. All right, and some change. If you did join the live stream, welcome. You could have made some money. You still can make some money. This is a bullish stream, guys. This is a bullish stream. Yeah. Yesterday was a bearish stream. Today we're bullish, baby. All right. If you want to make some money, trade something, bite on something. Yeah, maybe take something home today on this stream. You could take some cash home today. All right. These are tradable events. FOMC meeting is happening, and crypto's going to bounce. All right. We see it time and time again. And if there is going to be some war, which is just at this moment, it's being settled on Twitter. That's all that's happening. I see Ayatollah Khamenei and I see Trump just chatting a whole bunch of uselessness, like just nonsense on the socials, just nonsense. And we'll find out if on the weekend nothing happens, crypto is going to bounce. All right. And the way it's looking, it just looks like they're preparing for something. But in my opinion, it might be a nothing burger. Yeah, nothing ever happens. Just how many times tariffs? Oh my God, tariffs are gonna, destroy the economy. Nothing ever happens. Now we've got nuclear war. Nothing ever happens. Again, nothing until you actually get COVID. And one day it's like, oh, something did actually happen. Yeah. But during that whole time, nothing ever happens. And this is pathetic. Like, how are you guys on social media talking about strategies and talking about how you're gonna? I saw some video from Iran, and they were showing like a cinematic video. I don't know, a 3D image of buildings and hit spots and areas that they can target Israel. So it's just at the moment it's all being settled right here. Yeah, it's all being settled right here. And Yeah, there's no fighting, no real fighting going on. It's just all Twitter fingers. Everyone's on Twitter, just chatting a whole load of rubbish. Yeah. Okay, this is a bullish stream, guys. Yeah, if there's any bulls out there, come to the stream. Come to the stream, boys. Yeah, you're gonna see a nice little green candle today, guys. We're gonna see a sweet, sweet green candle. Yeah. We're up again. That's good to see. That's good to see. We're bouncing at the moment, up 31%. The S&P 500 is at 6,000 points. We have the NASDAQ up 35 points. We have oil down massively. Okay, 1.34%. Okay, oil traders know best. Everything else is all fugazi. Okay, if this heads downwards, then that's all she wrote. It's just all politics and just lying and just pump faking and all sorts. All right, this heads down, that's bullish, and we're heading up higher. It hasn't even broken past my trend line. If it breaks past my trend line and holds on top of here, then we're heading up higher. Just like Russia and Ukraine, remember, that was a real war. That was an actual real war, and we saw massive inflation, and we saw a huge spike in inflation. The S&P 500 went down massively during that time. Okay, March 2022, we can zoom back to the S&P 500, March 2022. Let me just do Bitcoin. Bitcoin in March 2022 was sitting in March. Let's find March. We have March 2022 right over here when oil prices went crazy, ballistic, and Bitcoin went downwards. All right. That was the beginning of the end. All right. That was the very beginning of the end. Yeah. Then we had a fake out right here. Inflation went rampant and Bitcoin went into a vicious bear market. Right now, it's not confirmed. It's not confirmed, guys. I don't want to be bearish. This is not a bearish stream. Okay, we're going to wait for prices to go up higher. I mean, oil. If oil goes up higher to $100 and some change, then, of course, inflation is back. We're in trouble, and we are in really big trouble. Okay, but as of now, oil is down. Everything else is down. Okay, and it's the whole war is being settled on Twitter, and yeah, just Twitter fingers. The Ayatollah Khomeini's threatening the West. The West is threatening Ayatollah Khomeini, and it's just appalling what's going on. I don't want to see any wars happen. Yeah, this is not a political channel either. I don't care if you're from the right, the left, the up, the down. I don't care what gender, what ethnicity. We're here to make money. This is a show where we make money or we help you save money. All right. So, yeah, it's just a nothing burger right now, guys. And by the weekend, all right, on the weekend, we're gonna find out. Friday, let the markets close. When the markets close on Friday, that's when we're gonna see. Now, remember, last weekend, the market closed. The exact day the market closed is when the attacks happened. Okay, the real attacks happened. So most likely, yeah, from my intel, my personal intel, yeah, I gotta keep that secret. I'm gonna keep that secret. my geopolitical whiz kid. I'm gonna keep him there. He's my intel. So basically, he was telling me that by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we should be able to find out what's going on. All right. If the war doesn't kick off by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's a nothing burger, and markets are gonna continue to go up higher. Medium term, I still think Bitcoin is gonna range. Nothing. No geopolitical rhetoric, no war, no nothing. None of that can change my opinion. All right. Until we make actual higher highs, okay, guys, actually break past all of this, then I'll change and I'll pivot. As of now, ladies and gentlemen, irrespective of Ayatollah Khomeini, irrespective of Trump, irrespective of the what's it called, the Strait of Hormuz, irrespective of all of that, guys, I'm still telling you that in the medium term, we're heading to 88K, and you should hedge yourself appropriately. Okay. If we're in a risk off asset, if we're in a risk on environment, then gold is going to be the superstar. It's going to be the superstar of the show. Yeah. And risk off. If we're in a risk off, guys, then AI coins are gonna go through the roof. All right. AI coins are gonna go crazy if we are in a risk off environment. Sorry. I keep mixing my words. What's wrong with me? Big up, big up, big up, big up. What's up? What's up? Can you answer questions in the stream? Yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, dude? What's up? What's up? What's happening? What's the question? What's the question? Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone back to work. What's up, dude? Okay, so where am I? Okay. So any questions? Let me know, guys. Any questions? All right. Oil is here. The biggest benefactor is the biggest. What's wrong with my English today? Some of the biggest winners is going to be AI coins. All right. Okay. Point blank period. All right, guys. And meme coins are going to be one of the biggest losers. Yeah. Meme coins is just going to be the biggest losers, guys. Meme coins had its thing. All right, guys. The market has moved on. If you're holding some of these meme coins, like I'll tell you how badly meme coins are getting finished. Yeah. The king of meme coins. Yeah. This is the king. This is the daddy. Yeah. This is Dodge. Yeah. This is Dodge. I'm not making this up. Yeah. I'm not even hating. I'm not making this up. This is a massive, huge curve. Yeah. This is the 4 hourly. Not only that, let me show you on a weekly, guys. Yeah. Watch this. Watch this. I'm not kidding. This is a huge from here to here. Okay. Massive trend line. Yeah. Cup and handle. Boom. We're meant to go up. This is a cup and handle. All right, guys. We traded, consolidated for quite some time. We hit this trend line. Picture perfect. Okay. Picture perfect. We hit this trend line and then we bounced. Hit this trend line, bounced. Hit this trend line, didn't even bounce. Okay. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean, chat? We're going to consolidate for quite some time. Yeah. We're going to go lower and then consolidate again. This was a failed attempt and consolidate. All right. So meme coins are not the play, guys. They're really not the play. Yeah. Yep. That's all I'm looking for. I'm waiting for Bitcoin to head up higher. Okay. For the medium term. And then I'm going to play some shorts. Okay. I think we're heading lower. 88, baby. And yeah. Ethereum is showing a BART pattern. Okay. Is showing a BART pattern, which is, Bart Simpson. It's a BART pattern. Boom, 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 boom. It's called a BART pattern. Yeah. And this is a BART pattern. It can be bullish or bearish. All right. So a BART pattern is normally like this. Okay. And if I head over here, BART pattern, same thing. Okay. I'm expecting Ethereum to head downwards. Okay. And to head downwards to 2K and then to 1,700, yada, yada, yada. And then we can really start. This is the purge. Okay. In the medium term, in the summer, is the purge. Yeah. Summer, we don't do well. This, like, I can show you even your favorite. Yeah. The golden child in 2024. This was the golden child in 2024, golden child. I can even show you in summer, we don't really tend to do well during the summer. Okay. So if you look closely, we have April, we went down, May sideways, June down, July kind of did really well. August, we just went sideways, guys. All right. We have April, May, June, July, August, September, and then finally Q4. All right. So we're going to see May sideways, June sideways to down, July sideways, August, September, and then finally we should see a breakout either to the upside or to the downside, but mainly to the upside. Yeah, just for our bags. If your bags are packed, just chill. Just chill. Yeah, just chill. If your bags are packed, you're all good. And I know most of you on my channel, your bags are already packed. Yeah, you have your winners. You have the ones that you really believe in, and you're sure, like you're gonna really believe in, and your bags are packed. Okay, I know a few folks that are just DCAing XRP, DCAing ADA, just DCAing, and their bags are packed. Their bags are fully packed. They don't care if it goes up, down, or sideways. They're waiting for eventually higher prices. And patience is the key, to be fair. I'm not going to lie. Patience is the key. Yeah. So we have Tao. Tao is, my question is, do you have a look at WIF? Take a look at WIF. All right, let's look at these meme coins. All right. Meme coins again. The demand for meme coins is insatiable. All right, meme coins. WIF. All right, let's look at WIF. WIF just looks exactly the same as PopCap. Sorry. WIF looks exactly the same as PopCat. What kind of name is that? PopCat. Let me show you. Okay, PopCat. It just looks the same. Identical, to be fair. Can you see my chart? It looks like identical. Let me go back to WIF, and I'll show you on the larger time frame. Okay. Normally what happens is we trade in a range, basically. Yeah. So this chart doesn't show you where it began. So it went meteoric, and then we maxed out here. Okay. Normally in charts, we have a period of ascend, a period of a decline, and then finally a period of an accumulation, and then we continue to go up. All right. So this is just every single chart. So WIF I was there. I remember WIF when it was around, like it was like a penny. I remember I first saw it when it was like 4 cents or something like that. And then it just went meteoric. It just went crazy. All right. So it goes on a ascend. It does like 150x. Yeah, it does. But by the time I saw it, I saw it like at 4 cents. And then I saw it again at around, I think it was around $1. And then when I saw it at $1, I moved on. I bought Fartcoin at 2 cents. I don't want to buy someone's bag for like crazy, stupid marks when I saw it at 3 or 4 cents. So I remember this. Yeah. And it went all the way to $4 in 2024. All right. And we're consolidating. This is a normal kind of chart where we consolidate and then a decline. But the problem is this: it needs to go back into its consolidation range. Yeah, that's the problem. This is I was hoping in this chart, okay, let me say this. In this chart, this should have been a fake out. Yeah, and then we head back in. Yeah, we've seen this with Polkadot. We've seen this with many different charts. I've seen this many charts. This normally becomes a fake out, and then we head back in here and we consolidate. But this time, it went all the way here, retested this huge consolidation area, okay, and it rejected. And now we're heading downwards. Now, every bear market does this. Every bear market, they do this. They sell the rips. Every bear market. So what you're going to see is it goes down, and then it pumps, you sell the rips. This is a sell the rip. Every bear market is like this. WIF is in a bear market. Point blank period. There's no rescuing this. There's no saving this. Wallahi. I'll be dead honest with you. WIF is gone. It's gone. Bro, and to be fair, any meme coin that's been around for forget a meme coin. Any project that's been around for 2-3 years is pretty much dead. It's pretty much dead. Like only exceptional coins stay around for longer than 3, 4, 5 years. Like the rest are in a constant bear market. Now, if you want to trade it, that's fine. If you want to hodl, I'll say don't even hodl this thing. Yeah. If you want to trade it, then what you do is FOMC meeting today happening, right? Okay. Wait for the FOMC meeting to subside. Everyone's going to get all euphoric, going to get extremely happy, and they're going to pump. That's always been the case. So normally what happens is I can't show you the RSI, unfortunately, but my RSI is not working for some reason. But we've gone down by what? By 47%. Okay. If Bitcoin heads to 107, then of course, WIF can see a retracement to around, I'll say the next area of confluence is right there, like a 25% to around $97. Okay. To $97, that's your area of control. Now, this bounced right over here. Right over here, it bounced. From here to here, it had a nice bounce. If it holds above that area, okay, let me get this right. If it holds above this area, then I could see it go and trade and range around here. All right. I would sell at this point over here at 97. Yeah. If it doesn't hold, this is the daily. If it doesn't hold this trend line right over here, just let it go. So you can put a tight stop loss just under here. Okay. With some leverage if you want to do that, or you could just trade it with no leverage. All right. So let's just say it goes down. Let's just say your cutoff period is here. 8% decrease. It's not going to be a massive decrease, but you have an upside of at least to 97. All right. That's probably that's a decent trade. All right. That's a decent trade, and that's how I'll probably attack it. You can trade it. A lot of people are just trading this. They're just trading this garbage. That's simply what they're doing. If you're trying to hold this thing and you're trying to like actually put it in your portfolio, don't be stupid. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Yeah, we're not going to see all-time new highs for WIF. That's not happening. If you want to get into, if you want to get into memes, I would advise you don't even get into memes. Don't touch a meme. Don't get into memes. Don't touch it. If you want to trade it, go ahead, trade it. But don't get into memes, please. There's so many people that got burnt on this. Yeah. Any more questions? Any more questions, chat? Any more questions? Any more questions, chat? Well, okay. What's your name? What's your name? L. I got a question for you. What are you most bullish on? What coin are you most bullish on? Yeah. And why? Why do you think you'll get to them prices? All right. I just want to know, All right, we're up 65% and counting. Woo! All right. Bitcoin. Okay, we're bouncing, guys. All right, sweet. Should see a bounce to around 107, and then come back down, and then that's all she wrote. All right, guys. So we should see a bounce. FOMC meeting, big day, guys. Big day happening. Huge day. Yeah. The FOMC meeting is happening today. What's happening? What's happening with X? What's happening with X? Let me see what's happening with X. My X is all over the place, to be fair. It's all over the place. I got this, that. Okay, President Trump probably won't cut today. The Fed won't cut today. Is not a smart guy. Oh, Trump says he's probably not going to cut today, and he's not a smart guy. All right. Listen, don't fight the Fed. And right now, risk assets are down massively. In general, they're down massively. Yeah. That's huge. If you're young, that's fine. But if you're older, guys, if you got a family and kids and stuff like that, you have to be able to adjust your risk. Okay. If you're young and you want to make quick money and whatnot, then yeah, if you want to trade meme coins, go for it if you want to. But majority of people get burnt there. And the best approach is a longer time frame. Yeah. Buy Bitcoin, buy ETH, buy the top 10. Yeah. And you'll be pretty much fine. And if you're not greedy, you'll do really, really well. If you end up, getting greedy, you'll do very, very badly. Yeah. I've seen many, many people lose large amounts of money by just being greedy. They could have just been patient, bought Bitcoin or ETH or the S&P 500, and they would have done perfectly well. Yeah. They would have made so much money, hand over fist. I'm not even kidding you. But because they got greedy and wanted the money now, yeah, playing around with shit coins and meme coins, like a large portfolio was playing around with meme coins and shit coins, they ended up getting burnt. Now, the coins I'll give you, the AI coins, they're just, you should be allocating a small amount. Yeah, you should be allocating a small amount. Do not allocate massive amounts. Yeah, I say this every time. I see it because I remember once there was a few private members that came to me and I said, bro, what are you holding? And he goes, bro, I'm holding XIXBT. That's the only thing I'm holding. I'm like, bro, I couldn't believe it. I thought, what? You're just holding that coin? He's like, yeah, I'm holding that coin. I said, bro, go buy some Bitcoin and ETH. And he's doing well. He's doing much better. Yeah. So if you need help with your portfolio, join our private members, guys. Okay. And you'll do fine. Let's see what's
never happened with me.
Let's see what he's saying.
I had Iran in check. Before you go too far, would have never happened with me. I had Iran in check. We hit them very hard for something that they did, and they had to hit back. They feel they have to do that, and I understand that. Do you know they called me to tell me we're going to hit a certain location, but we're not going to hit it. It's going to be outside of the perimeters.
Who called you?
Iran called me, called for me, and they let us know, and we had 16 missiles went off. I believe it was 16. 6 or 7 failed in the air.
When was this?
This was prior to the attack on a fort that we had where they hit back. Do you remember when they sent 18 missiles or 16 missiles? 5 failed. They let us know, don't move. We're going to have to hit you back. Psychologically, we have to do that because we hit them on something. You remember. They sent 16 or 18 missiles, and we knew they weren't going to hit inside the fort. And the media was going, and now I reveal it, the media was going wild because they say it's strange. They're very accurate missiles. How come they all missed? Nobody was killed, if you remember.
Yes,
with all of those missiles, nobody was killed. Now, they had to do it because they have people and they have to show strength.
Yeah, bro. Don't touch meme coins. I would advise you just don't even touch them. Yeah, I would advise you. If you don't know how to trade, you can trade meme coins. That's fine. If you know how to trade, just by hunting liquidity. Yeah, all you have to do is just hunt liquidity. So if Bitcoin goes up, some of these coins go up higher. Okay, so for example, you have Filecoin. Filecoin has a correlation between the two. There is a correlation, and they're just hunting liquidity. That's all they're doing. Yeah, they can give you all trend lines all they want, bro, but at the end of the day, they're just hunting liquidity. And if you want to trade it, that's fine. I would advise just touching meme coins, to be fair. They're gonna get you burnt. If you're new here, we've been here for a long time. Me and the subscribers, we've been here for a long, long time. And I'm not here to blow smoke up your ass. I'm here to tell you the truth. If you really want to make actual real money, you go for the top 10 and you hold the top 10. You buy some and you get on with your life and you do swimmingly well. Yeah. The top 10 is very easy. BNB is outperforming everyone. Now the gains are not the best, but it's outperforming everyone. You have ADA, Solana, XRP, Bitcoin. So adjusted to your portfolio, depends. You can do a 60-40 approach. You can do a 60-20 approach, 80-20, and then maybe 10% allocated to some speculative coins. Just a small amount, yeah? And meme coins, if you want to buy some meme coins, the brand new ones, you just buy the brand new ones. You don't buy anything that's around for like 2 or 3 years. You don't touch it. You just keep it moving. Anything in crypto that's been around for 2-3 years is pretty much gone. It's dead. The narrative keeps moving and moving and moving. This is a trader's paradise. This is not an investor's paradise. Investors are unfortunately getting crippled right now. This is the market we're in. Yeah. That's the market we are in right now. Investors are getting crippled unless you're in the top 10 and unless you're in Bitcoin. That's the honest truth. The rest, they're getting crippled. It's a trader's paradise, and this is what we're in right now. So if you want to touch these coins like the S&P 5, the SPX, don't do it. Do not do it. Whatever you do not do it. Just go for the safety of plays. Don't get greedy. I've had so many friends, so many people, even on socials, so many people that just got greedy, aped into some stupid coin, and they got finished. They either got liquidated by doing some stupid trade. They either got annihilated and rug pulled. Bro, there's not a lot of people that survive crypto. It's like the churn is crazy. You got to understand the churn is immense. Like you got to understand like the churn, wallahi, the churn is crazy. And just new folks coming in. And they're just promising them, yeah, guys, you're going to make so much money. Just put your money in, man. Just buy. And then you realize when you're in this thing for long, you realize, bro, do not be tempted by greed. All right. Just stick to your plan and you'll be fine. If you need any help, join our private members, guys. What's happening so far? Officials estimate that the United States could enter the war against Iran as early as tonight, according to the press. Nothing's happening, guys. Nothing. It's a nothing burger. It's all WWE talks. Every time I hear Iran talk, I just know they're not about it. They're really not about it. They're just not about it. They're just not about it. We got bigger problems like true inflation, to be fair. And true inflation is actually gone up. It's actually gone up, guys. Like if I show you true inflation actually gone up. I'll be shocked if my prediction was right. If the Fed actually hike. Oh my God, I'll be so shocked. Chat, I'll be so shocked. I'll lose my shirt, chat. I'm going to lose my shirt, chat, if the Fed actually hike. Oh my God. If the Fed hike, I'm losing my shirt, bro. I'm losing my shirt. Anyway, we made a new all-time high for true inflation. Sorry, we made a new high for inflation. It actually peaked, it actually bottomed at 1.22. And ever since May, since the tariffs, we've been going up higher and higher. This is not good news, okay? And some fun facts, actually. Shall I give you some fun facts? All right, let me give you some fun facts about oil. If oil gets to $80, the next CPI report is going to be 2.5%. All right. If it gets to 100, the next CPI report is going to be CPI number is going to be at 3.9% inflation. 3.9% inflation. So this is going to get interesting. This is going to get really interesting. We're down anyway. We're down, but these things play out. They really do take a while. Like I remember right here, oil was consolidating, and then finally broke out. Yeah. Noted, this is a bullish trajectory. Okay. We're forming high highs and high lows, high highs and higher lows. And ever since from 2020, we've been in a bull market during that period. Yeah. This is a bear market. Yeah. So we tend to, as a technical setup, this is another fake out. Yeah. Fake out. What is going to be alarming is this. If oil does something like this, yeah, we're heading up higher. Okay. Hey, bullish on algo. There we go. There we go. Good stuff. Now that's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. Some actual projects. All right. Okay. So sorry, I didn't share the screen properly. So this is a bull market for oil. Yeah. High highs, high lows, technical setup over here. This is a bear market. Yeah. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Technical setup. A lot of crypto looks like this. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Yep. Don't be surprised. but the tide will change, hopefully. Now, this technical setup, every time we've hit this trend line, we've gone down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every time, 5. Now, the worrying moment is when we do something like this, chat. When we do something like this, okay, we're in trouble. We're in trouble, chat. Okay? And we break out, we're in trouble. Or if we just break out, we're in trouble. That means it's the end of the bear market. Yeah? That means khalas. It's the end of the bear market, and we're going to see higher prices for oil. Yeah? So far, nothing to worry about as long as it trades around here. If it breaks from here to here, I can do a trend line from here to here, to be fair. From here to here, we can do a trend line. From right here to here, we can do like a nice little trend line from here to here. From here to here, something like that. All right? Yeah? This was a fake out, fake out, fake out, fake out, fake out. Yeah? Fake out to the upside and to the downside. We've just been consolidating here. Normally, this is a bullish setup. This is actually a bullish setup. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Like when he does something like this, boom, 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 it has to, bro, listen, oil has to make a choice. Either go down or up. Okay? And then we're going to find out about inflation. Yeah? If I'll lose my shirt. If the Fed actually hike, I'm losing my shirt. That man needs to look. That man genuinely, he needs to leave. Genuinely. He is so late to cutting. Europe has cut. Everyone has cut. Everyone has cut. Everyone. And the man still hasn't cut. Like, give us a break, guys. Give us a break. Like, come on, guys. Give us a break. Okay. Algo. You like Algo? Let's see. Let's have a look at Algo, chat. Let's have a look at Algo. Where's Algo? Algo. Okay. Algo. Okay. Algo. Let's do a wider. Let's have a look at the weekly. Let me get rid of all of these SMAs and stuff. Let me try to put this RSI on there as well. That's what I mean, chat. That's what I mean, chat. All right. Algo. This is the weekly. All right. We're just consolidating right now. We have dropped massively since the bear market. All right. 96%. And now it's consolidating right here. So, sorry, chat. What is wrong with me today? Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And I'll say probably right there. Right over there. Okay. So we're consolidating right now. This is what I like to see. Genuinely, these kind of stuff, these kind of charts, I love to see. Do you know why? Like, I'm not interested in charts that just like doing this, like high highs, high lows, high highs. I like sometimes you have to buy coins where they're just consolidating for a long time. And that means like there are massive communities that are buying this. Yeah. High highs, high lows, high highs. Sorry, I mean, what am I saying? I'm getting tired now. What's the time on here? 1 hour 30. All right, let's get with it. All right, let me go for a break. A 15-minute break. I'll be back. No, I mean a 5-minute break, and I'll be back, guys. Yeah, I need to just freshen up. I need to, you know what I'm saying. All right, I'll be back in about 3 minutes, 3-4 minutes.
Phone started jumping, what a day. Swear to God I need it, now I can't afford to wait. I just had a fan hit me up from Kuwait. Told him this would happen and we not a minute late. Seen them down bad, now they tryna hate. Same ones try to hit me for the raise. Got a mill, now they coming with a blaze. Check the numbers, fam, I swear I'm getting paid. I'm a Don just like the Perrier. It's one time when I'm looking at a face. On the low like I'm pushing up the pace. Come down and I'll meet him at a gate. Got a check and I bought myself a place. They get some money and they blow it on bait. I don't flex, but I'm pushing all the weight. Told them all, I swear I got it's what it takes. Phone started jumping, what a day. Swear to God, I need it now, I can't afford to wait. I just had a fan hit me up from Kuwait. Told him this would happen and we not a minute late.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like, yeah, you about to see me on demand like, you know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand, yeah. I got the team by my side, right hand, yeah. Take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that, yeah. And it's the dream, and we coming for the bag, yeah. And we ain't ever going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on the road, ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On the road, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On the road, here we go.
Here we go. All right, algo. Now, algo is consolidating, yeah? All right. So it's consolidating around here. The longer the consolidation, the greater the returns, all right? So you'll find this with so many different coins, yeah? You find this with any kind of setup. Let me give you a setup similar. Let me show you any coin. All right, let's do Dodge, for example. Look, the longer the consolidation, the longer the base, the bigger the rip. So this is what I like to see. So a long consolidation. This is the weekly, by the way. And then you get a massive, massive rip. Long consolidations, massive rip. Same thing with Link. Same thing with some of these big coins, all right? With actual use cases, yeah? There's 50 million coins, guys. There's got to be a point where you say no. Like, there's so many coins. There's got to be a point where you actually say, all right, guys, what the hell am I buying? Now, the longer the consolidation, right over here, this is the weekly. We had a nice consolidation. And then finally, we broke out. Now, that was a good return, all right? You don't hold these things forever. You take some profits. Yeah, that's a 4x return. Yeah. And if you bought during this bear market, you're still sitting pretty. You're still sitting pretty. So the thing with algo, same setup. Yeah. Just buy at these low prices. The aim of the game is to buy low, sell high. Yeah. And what you're doing is the correct thing. You're bullish about algo. That's the correct thing, sir. Yeah. This is a good move. This is actually a good move. Yeah. The worst case scenario is, let's just say we head downwards to this area. Yeah. 46% correction. That's the worst case scenario. The bull case is a massive 11x to the previous all-time high. 11x, guys. So come on. Like, make it make sense. This is good. This is good. This is really, really good. I like projects like this anyway. Serious projects like this. And like I said before, these coins are going to enter the NASDAQ. Yeah? They're going to IPO and enter the NASDAQ. I'm talking about XRP has already done it or is about to do it. Tron has done it already. I think Tron's done it already. Let me show you. Let me find it on Twitter. I think Tron's done the same thing, to be fair. Any questions? Let me know, chat. Any charts you're looking at? Anything? Let me know, chat. I'm here. Yeah, having my watermelon. Yeah. Oh, that on a hot summer day. Chat. On a hot summer day. Watermelon. Oh. What's your favorite fruit? Mine is pineapple, watermelon, mangoes. Those are my top three. Let me show you Tron IPO. So I think they just recently done an IPO. So crypto group Tron to go public after US pauses probe into billionaire founder. Yeah. So Tron is about to IPO, guys. And the game has changed with Trump family now linked to Tron's IPO's plan. The very foundation of how we understand the value of Tron is being rewritten. So we're going through the next stage. We're going through the next stage of altcoins and crypto. So what's happening next is many of these coins are looking around and they're going to do the same. Oh my God, what's wrong with my English today? God damn it. Many of these coins are going to do the same thing as Tron. They're going to IPO. XRP is going to IPO. BNB is going to try to IPO, and the list goes on and on. Dogecoin is it's a commodity. I can see Hyperliquid Sue, Chainlink, Stellar, AVAX. All of these coins are going to enter the NASDAQ, and the rest are just going to continue fight for liquidity, because this needs to grow, and the next liquidity space is the NASDAQ. So I think Algo is going to do really, really well. I think, yeah, some of these are going to, that's 11x return if we, get the momentum back. And I can't promise it, but if we have a normal, regular cycle, then of course, Algo could get to 11. It can do it at 11x. I won't be surprised if it does 11x, to be fair, and at least gets to the previous all-time high. I would not be surprised. It's a project that's been around for a long time. Good tech, good fundamentals. I like that coin. Yeah. Any questions, chat, while I'm on the stream? Any questions? All right. Big up. Yes, big up, my man. Always. Number one. You're number one. Okay. We are gonna continue and find out what's going on, what is happening. Okay. Bitcoin retraced. Oh no, guys. Oh no. That's strange. S&P 500 is green, like quite massively. Yeah. And Bitcoin just turned almost red. Strange day. Okay. Let's have a look at some of the news going on. Okay, we're going to look at some news. We're going to look at let's look at some news on YouTube. All right.
Meet Vixer, the smart new gadget that plugs into your car and tracks your vehicle health.
Iranian air defenses are still active, despite Israeli and US claims of total control over the sky. And there's been no let-up in the attacks on Iran. There have been explosions in Tehran and neighboring Karaj. The Israeli military conducted a series of strikes in the Iranian capital against what it calls a centrifuge production site and several weapons depots. Israel has killed at least 240 Iranians since Friday. Day 6 of air raid sirens across Tel Aviv. Israeli media says at least 20 Iranian missiles were launched One landed in central Israel. Firefighters tried to control the ensuing fire, which engulfed several cars. At least 24 Israelis have been killed since Friday. Multiple missiles were intercepted, but because of military censorship, the damage in Israel is not clear. According to available open source information, Iran has targeted multiple sensitive locations across Israel in its recent attacks. In Tel Aviv, missiles landed just a few hundred meters from the Defense Ministry headquarters, while another strike south of Tel Aviv hit the Weizmann Institute of Science. It's a top research center that's reported to have worked with the Israeli army. Several neighborhoods of the city have also come under fire. Missiles hit residential buildings in Ramat Gan and Petah Tikva. They also destroyed a school in Bnei Brak and killed at least 9 people in Bat Yam. In the north of Israel, a missile struck Haifa's oil refinery, forcing operations to shut down. Haifa was hit again soon after, with homes damaged in the Neve Sha'anan neighborhood.
We'll come down so hard if they do.
And the only man who is seen to be able to stop Israeli attacks is increasingly poised to get militarily involved. Donald Trump has called for an unconditional Iranian surrender. The US president says, "We now have complete and total control of the skies over Iran. Iran had good sky trackers and other equipment, but it doesn't compare to American-made, conceived and manufactured stuff," adding that nobody does it better than the good old USA. And as the American and Israeli war rhetoric escalates, the entire region is being pushed to war.
I do believe that someone like Iran's supreme leader at his age, and given that he has spent a lifetime resisting U.S. pressure, prefers to go down fighting rather than surrendering. And so the risk is that with the Islamic Republic going down, it would try to bring the entire region down with it. And so the risk of a regional conflagration now is higher than ever before.
There are unprecedented scenes of destruction after Israel decided to attack Iran. And as the attacks continue by both sides, Iran's Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei says Iran will show Israel, quote, no mercy. Sama Bijaved, Al Jazeera.
All right, chat. So where am I? Oh, sorry about that. All right, we're going to do a roundup in the last 20 minutes. We're going to do a roundup, guys. I'm going to go enjoy my summer. I'm going to really enjoy my summer, guys. I hope you're having a lovely summer as well. I hope you're enjoying your summer. Don't get too stressed out about crypto, guys. Yeah, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here to help. So don't get too stressed out. Enjoy your life. You only have one life to live. Enjoy it. All right? Don't ever forget that. All right, now we have Tao. Now, Tao, I'm going to do a quick roundup where I think markets are going to end up. Let's just say by the end of summer. Yeah, by the end of summer. I don't have a crystal ball. Don't take this to the bank. But by the end of summer, I should see Tao at lower prices. All right. Either at 216 and some change. All right. Every time we've had a retracement. Yeah. We've gone down from the very peak to the trough. Yeah. From here to here, we've gone down like 79%. Yeah. And then from here to there, also gone down 79%. Okay. Tau, by the end of the summer, if it doesn't break out, if it doesn't get to the all-time previous high, that's an 83% correction. All right. We're heading downwards. Yeah. So it's either if we head to the local highs again, it's going to go down by 79% or some change. Yeah. 70%. Yeah. This area has an immense amount of confluence, irrespective of anything. Yeah, there's an immense amount of confluence. There's a lot of buying and selling here. Market makers seem to like this area. It changes hands quite often down this area. If we don't hold, then I'm seeing prices to this area right over here at 145. You should be DCAing. Yeah, you should be DCAing when it gets to 212 and then at 144. I know there was a few people that wanted to buy Tau at these lower prices. I think Tau is going to do really well later on. Su is heading by the end of summer to $2.10 or $1.06. Am I being bearish, guys? Am I being too bearish? Let me know, guys. Am I being too bearish, guys? Yeah. What's going on? You think I'm being too bearish, chat? I don't know, chat. Okay, Band is making new lower lows. All right. What other coins? What other coins? This is the top 10, all right? The top 100, sorry. Aave is actually doing really well. Really, really well. It's actually doing really, really well. Really, really well. This is definitely an honorable mention. I think Aave should be in your portfolio, guys. This is a serious project. This is actually a serious project. I think MakerDAO should actually be in your project as well. MakerDAO, there's something new happening called Spark. I don't know if some of you are aware. MakerDAO is a really serious project. You can make some nice gains. If we are in a period of risk off, guys, then of course Bitcoin's gonna suffer, Ethereum's gonna suffer, and gold is gonna do really well. Get into some gold, stable coins. Be careful with stable coins, guys, because I think the dollar just keeps on dropping. It just keeps on dropping all the time. Just keeps on dropping, chat. Aerodrome looking good, but it could be just a retest of this area and then form lower prices. All right. But in general, summer, guys, I think we're gonna have, like, we've been here before. You and I have both been here before. Yeah, but this time is gonna be different, guys. Yeah. I remember during every summer, I was just like, maybe some of you are new. Yeah, maybe some of you are new. I was in the same thing. I was thinking the same thing. Look, I drank that juice. I drank that juice before. And I remember last summer, the first summer, I was thinking, nah. We're going to bounce. We're going to go up higher. This is it. Bro, from March all the way until October, nothing happened. Bro, I'm being dead serious. Then in October, we had a massive pump. The likes of Casper was pumping. What else was pumping? There were so many coins pumping. And it was this period here. We pumped. And then from here, from March all the way till November, nothing really happened. All right. Yeah, you could trade. I just trade. Bro, listen, I'm on the charts for 18 hours a day. You can trade this. It's fine. I trade it. It's fine. But I'm saying in general, markets did pretty much nothing. We pumped from, let's just say, January right now. We went down from May. Let's just say because if you look, hold on, chat. I'm just doing the math. Where's January? So January, you pumped all the way until June. Yeah, that was like, let me use a different chart because this is annoying. I always use, like, this is annoying. Okay. Let me get rid of this. Oh, that's good. This is a clean slate. So from January, because this is slightly different. December till about April, and then we move sideways. All right. From October all the way to March, then sideways. From October all the way till December, you could say January, and then just pretty much sideways after that. June, July, August. Yeah, just sideways. Summer's just going to be sideways, guys. All right. It's just sideways action. Right here to here. Here to here. Okay, this is a megaphone. Here to here. Okay. Very simple. Megaphone. Put the EMAs there. All right. If it breaks down, we're in trouble. All right. And you'll be fine. Yeah, we broke down here below all the SMAs. Hit this area, bounced. Okay. We headed downwards. We're going to head down. Sorry. Everyone's expecting us to hit this lower area to about 63, 65, 88K. And then we're going to head up higher, hopefully to our final destination, to 145. If it doesn't, then we'll hedge ourselves. We'll speak about that another day. But as for now, I've been drumming this down. Summer is going to just be moving sideways to down. Crypto in general, sideways. This is the period where you plan. Okay, you plan for Q4. Yeah. This is the period where everyone should be planning for Q4. Yeah. And hopefully we'll get rid of that Fed guy. We'll get rid of a Powell. I hate that guy with a passion, but it is what it is. I can't control none of that. It is what it is. Bitcoin's up by 0.23%. That's it for now. Any questions? Let me know, chat. Love you all. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow as well. Yeah, this whole week I'll do a live stream until Friday. And Friday, if there's no war, oh yeah, there's Juneteenth. That's what they call it. I don't know. There's a holiday happening on Thursday. So tomorrow I won't trade. I won't live stream tomorrow. Nothing major is happening tomorrow. But I'll be back on Friday. Friday is going to be the last day of the stream. And then we're going to really find out what's going on. If this is a big nothing burger like every other event, or if this is the real deal. Is this like a COVID event? We're going to find out. All right, chat. Any questions? Any questions, chat? That's it for now. Guys, I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Love you all, yeah? Enjoy your summer. Don't forget to enjoy your summer. All right, bye. All right.